Hi, and welcome back to GeeklyEDU Biology. In this video, we're going to talk about some key differences between plant and animal cells. All right, let's dive in. So all of life originally came from one common ancestor quite a few billion years back. And then from there, we have different classifications. So we have bacteria and archaea, and these are termed prokaryotes as they lack a nucleus in their cell. And then we also have eukaryotes, which do have a nucleus. Then within eukaryotes, we have our plant and animal cells, which can be further classified and differentiated. Starting with animal cells, so as a eukaryote, it does have nuclei, which is plural for nucleus, and then other common organelles, such as the ER and your Golgi complex. But then, unlike plant cells, animal cells have centrosomes, which is basically a pair of centrioles, which are important for cell division. Animal cells also have cell membranes, which is our plasma membrane here on the outside, which helps protect the cell and give it its shape. Animal cells also have mitochondria, which basically give the cell its energy. Then animal cells have special organelles called lysosomes, and these are important to help with waste and export toxins within the cell. And these are going to be really small little organelles, and there are going to be multiple of them throughout the animal cell. Finally, animal cells have small vacuoles, which also help with storage and waste. And so here's a vacuole here, and you can see it's still larger than a lysosome, but not especially large compared to other organelles. Now going on to plant cells. So plant cells, unlike animal cells, have cell walls. So these are on the outside of the cell membrane, and these help to give the plant cells a little bit further structure and support. And then in the cell wall, we have plasmodesmata, which are channels which allow for transport and communication, moving molecules in and out of the plant cell. So here we can see on the inside, we have our plasma membrane, and then on the outside here, we have the cell wall, and then these little holes are going to be the plasmodesmata. So plant cells have large central vacuoles rather than the small vacuoles that are found in animal cells. And these act as a storage unit and also regulate water coming in and out of the cell, also giving the cell its shape and its size. So here we see in green the large vacuole. You can see that it's quite a bit larger than all of the other organelles. Plant cells, like animal cells, have mitochondria, but then they also have chloroplasts, and both of these organelles give the cell energy. So here we can see the chloroplasts and the mitochondrion. And then the question of do plant cells have lysosomes has actually been long debated in biology, and now it's pretty much recognized that most plant cells do have lysosomes, but they don't function essentially the same as the lysosomes in animal cells, as plant cells also have the cell wall to act as a barrier for waste and toxins, and the vacuole also does quite a bit of waste removal. But we do have some form of lysosomes in plant cells. Now on to a critical thinking question. So imagine that you are a scientist and you found an unknown cell that you're looking at under the microscope, and you want to determine if it belongs to a plant or an animal. To do so, you look for a cell wall surrounding or on the outside of a cell membrane, B, a cell membrane on the outside or surrounding a cell wall, C, a large central lysosome, or D, the existence of mitochondria? Take a second to think about it. And then now, the correct answer is a cell wall surrounding a cell membrane. So remember, only a plant cell will have a cell wall which is outside of the cell membrane, so that makes B incorrect. And then C is not correct, because the plant cells will not have a central lysosome, but rather a central vacuole. And then for D, both plant and animal cells have mitochondria, making that answer incorrect. That's the end of this video. I hope you learned more about plants and animals. And if you want to learn other aspects of biology, please subscribe for more.